FC26 Career Mode just got leaked. Today we're gonna be going through some huge new features coming to the game mode, but first of all we're gonna be starting off with a couple of new managers in the game. For example, Vincent Kompany is now confirmed to be in EAFC Kickoff, and also a manager that you can select in a career mode as well. Same thing of course goes for Xabi Alonso at Real Madrid. Both of these managers are fully licensed. Let's have a look at all of the new confirmed stadiums in the game so far. We're starting of course off with maybe the biggest one, the Allianz Arena. Of course, Bayern Munich are now officially back in the game. Hill Dickinson Stadium, this is the new home of Everton. They have a brand new stadium replacing of course the legendary Goodison Park. Stadio Diego Armando Maradona, what a legendary name and stadium this is, from Napoli. They were obviously added back into the game as a club last year, but now they will also have of course their stadium as well, which is very nice. Stadio Olimpico, rumored to return last year with AS Roma's comeback to the series, and now the iconic stadium could finally make a return, just like with Napoli. Then we have another Turkish stadium. Besiktas' home ground was scanned by EA last year according to a pretty big Turkish source, and is expected to debut in FC26. Trabzonspor Stadium is also set to be added into the game, so it's really nice to see that EA are adding so many Turkish stadiums. We need more stadiums for the, passionate leagues like this, so that is absolutely fantastic news. Estadio La Rosaleda, this is the stadium of Malaga as well, likely to be added into FC26. Same thing goes for Estadio Riazor, stadium of Deportivo. And then we also have Estadio Carlos Tartiere, with Real Oviedo promoted back to La Liga. Their stadium is expected to be included in FC26, so that should be 100% confirmed. Then we have the Holstein Stadium. Despite Holstein Kiel's relegation, EA scans all Bundesliga stadiums and usually adds any missing ones the following year, so we will have to wait and see if that one appears. Voith Arena, same as the other one. Heidenheim Stadium is expected to make its debut in FC26. And then we also have a couple of Mexican ones, with of course the Mexican League returning to EAFC. This is huge news. And then we also need to see a few big stadiums. For example, the iconic Stadio Azteca. This is a legendary World Cup stadium. Same thing goes with Tigre Stadium, because this is already scanned before EA lost the license. So let's see if that will also be a brand new stadium in FC26. The Puskas Arena is gonna be added as well, because the 2025-26 UCL final is gonna be held in this special stadium. And as we know, EA always add the real stadiums for the Champions League final because they have the UEFA license, so this is gonna be a brand new stadium. I think the first Hungarian stadium we've ever had. Then we also have the stadium of SV Darmstadt, who can also appear in the next EAFC installment. And then we have the one I am most excited about, Ullevål Stadion. It might be a long shot, but the women's final is gonna be played at Norway's National Stadium. We have never had a licensed Norwegian stadium. This is the national team stadium for the Norwegian men's national team and the women's team. So out of every single stadium, this is the one I want the most in game. Unfortunately, we are losing the Dortmund Stadium, as I mentioned before, and we are definitely not gonna be seeing the brand new Camp Nou anytime soon. But here we go into the really big important news of this video. Yes, we have brand new features in career mode to talk about, and all of this information is by EAFC Concepts. Go ahead and subscribe to him right now on YouTube. I'll leave a link to him in the description down below, because he is the source of this video, guys. Without him, this would not be possible, so 100% full shout out to him. How does he know this? Well, he's got some inside sources, guys. So right now we're gonna be starting with the first one, manager transfers. Basically, this is a new feature where managers can all of a sudden transfer to a new club in career mode. That is something we have not had before, so an actual manager may be getting sacked and then, going to a new club, replacing another manager. That is a brand new feature in career mode. Let me just mention that all of these new features, just like with all of the new icons and other features that we have seen in the game, is in the testing phases. So some of these features could be removed before the official launch, but at least we will see some of these for sure 100%. So the next one is challenge mode. This is one of my favorite things that I've heard about the new career mode. So basically, it's a new game mode that involves a variety of challenges you can set for yourself. I don't know all of the types of challenges you can choose, but I imagine it will be similar to some that used in Football Manager. So these could be different scenarios in this challenge mode. For example, you would have to take over a team that starts the season with maybe minus 20 points and you have to survive relegation. Another challenge could be simple as sign 2 crucial players by August, you know, before the transfer window closes. Another one could be that your team is transfer banned for like 6 months and you're gonna have to compete with other teams doing transfers. You know, challenges like this that you can complete in the game. You start up a new career mode, you choose the challenges, and then you kind of have a little bit of purpose behind it as well. In my opinion, this sounds pretty cool, and I cannot wait to learn more about it. Transfer market realism option. In this one, you're most likely just allowed to make sort of realistic transfers. You're not going to be able to sign, for example, Lamine Yamal or, you know, Mbappe from Real Madrid. You know, stupid, unrealistic signings will not be possible if you select that option. Another feature is called unexpected events. Now, this could be, for example, that one of your players all of a sudden starts getting homesick or something like that. Maybe all of a sudden your club gets hit with crazy debts. You know, things that you didn't expect to really happen. That's gonna be totally changing the career mode. That is gonna be a new setting, a new feature into the game if you wanna turn that setting on. We also have a new player buying overview screen, so that has hopefully been updated. Hopefully the brand new user interface has been updated, because right now in career mode it looks so depressing, so dark. We want things to have more colors and you know, just the menus to look better than what it does right now, because it is seriously so uninspiring. And then we also have more cutscenes as well, so let's find out, guys, if those cutscenes are gonna be something that we just skip after the first time, or if they actually add a lot of new variation. That is what I'm hoping. So if you guys want to go and see what could be the in-game footage as well from FC26 early, go ahead and check out, of course, yet again, FC Concepts on YouTube. I will leave his links down below. Thank you so much to him for this exclusive information. Let's have a look at the timeline going up to the release of the game. So right now, it is the 7th of July, guys. Last year, EA released the trailer of FC25 the 17th of July, which is literally in just 10 days. As we can see from this timeline, most likely, we will obviously be getting the trailer in mid-July. That is when they always release it, but it could be coming out even sooner than we expect. When the trailer gets released, you're also going to be able to pre-order the game, and we're obviously going to be getting those deep dives later in July, where we get to know more about the features. We're going to be seeing some more in-game footage from all of the separate game modes. Then in early August, we have the closed beta coming out. Then we've got the final license reveals. Rating reveals is early September. And then, of course, early access and full release in late September. So, yeah, we are like 2.5 months away from the game coming out. Just a few days away from the official trailer. And I want to hear right now, guys, are you excited or not about FC26 this year? Drop a like on this video if you are excited. I want to see actually how many people will still be playing this game. I also want to mention that Sergio Aguero, even though it's not career mode, is being tested as a hero. Hopefully, you can actually use these new icons or hero cards in offline as well. Obviously, you can do these things already if you've got the game on PC with mods. But this is one that I was talking about when the icons got revealed, saying that we need Aguero. We are missing Aguero, and it looks like he is for some reason gonna be a hero instead of a legend, which is a bit crazy in my opinion. Literally, probably top 3 Premier League strikers of all time. But yeah, it is for sure gonna be a crazy card anyway, guys. And yeah, really looking forward to seeing Aguero in the game. I would just like to mention that you have to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, because we're getting new information every single day now. Make sure you guys subscribe so you do not miss out on any FC26 news. Alright guys, so you might be noticing that I'm wearing the Liverpool 3rd kit from a few seasons ago. This shirt got made famous pretty much by Diogo Jota, because whenever he would put on this one, he was going absolutely crazy. He was scoring goals every single time. I actually bought this one for a video that I made with Diogo Jota. I was always in his live streams, and he was answering every single one of my messages. Seriously, it's weird seeing such a successful football player being that humble. And yeah, obviously over the last few days I've been in total shock. That is why there hasn't been any videos. I literally have just been in bed, to be honest, and reading everything about it, all of the tributes, all of the pictures, and it's been a very, very sad few days. And we'd just like to say rest in peace to Jota and his brother Andre. Today I was like, you know what, it's not getting any better. We are never probably gonna get actually over this situation. So, you know, maybe in tough situations it's best to keep busy, try to think about other things. But this one is gonna take a long time to kind of even realize what has just happened. So, incredibly sad. As we can see, this message by EA have pretty much, released that they are going to be removing his items. I really hope that they honor him in some way for FC26 as well. Let's see if they will do something special, guys. But as you might have known, he was a big fan of EAFC. He was literally one of the best players in the world at the game for online. So, seriously, what a guy. Who can say that they're one of the best players in the world in football and on the video game? We lost an absolute legend, guys. And if you want to say something about Diogo Jota, if you have a memory with him, please leave it in the comment section down below. I would absolutely love to read about it.